Hello, Internet Nation. Welcome to my shitty ass day. As you can see, my phone, that for some reason is only capable of recording 38 minutes, even though there's not really anything preventing it. But you know what? This isn't my phone. This is my friend's phone that I borrowed from him because my phone decided it was going to stop charging, all because it fell one little time. So whatever, technology is stupid. Does anybody else miss the 90s when like a phone was just a phone and it did what it was supposed to do and it didn't like forcefully update itself so that it could become more obsolete? Because I swear to God, this phone used to have that feature where you take a picture and then it shows you a little video of the moment and it would just play it, apparently with sound too, to the point that it would pause whatever video you were watching if it was playing. And for some reason my phone updated to the point where it can't even do that anymore. It can't even like play the little video. So whatever, you know. Maybe I'm just an old man and I miss the past. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something random that came to mind today. A few minutes ago, before I like went on a whole quest to find the whole what's it called, storage, to find storage on the phone, because I swear to God you could find, you know what, give me a second, one of my phones is right here. So I went and made sure that I am not crazy, because I do not like gaslighting myself. No, phones totally have a storage thing that shows you how much shit you can put on the phone itself. Apparently this phone does not. I'm just gonna assume that it's because it's like a knockoff phone that T-Mobile made specifically so they can like siphon your network, because I swear to God this phone be getting ads too, and like my last phone did not forcefully update itself to the point where I risk not waking up on time for work because, oh, my phone updated at 2 in the morning and now it's off and I have to unlock it if I want my fucking alarms to work. Fuck me, I guess. But no, it's just this phone. It just sucks so much. But whatever. It's free and it's not even mine, so I can only complain so much. Anyway, what I was thinking about earlier, before all that, is how attractiveness is weird to me specifically. Like, if anybody would like to leave me a nice lengthy paragraph about your experience with attraction and how you feel it, so that I may understand how others feel better, that would be fantastic. Because I, as a potentially asexual, well, definitely demisexual, but potentially asexual, childish, possibly autistic fuck, I have a really hard time understanding the concept of attraction, you know, which always makes things so fun, because I'm always just like, because, you know, there might be moments where I'm like, I don't find myself attractive, not because I don't find myself conventionally attractive. There's never really a point where I look at myself and I'm just like, ugh, I would not smash. I would not even, like, date you on the basis of your personality. No, like, I'm obsessed with myself. I think I'm one of the most attractive people I've ever seen. And if I could find somebody that looked like me, I would go for it, just like, not real incestuous levels, but like if I had a clone, we would be a relationship. You would be joining our relationship. It would be me, you, and my clone. And me and my clone will probably be as sexual with each other as I would be with another individual. I don't know. I'm not really a sexual person, and I feel like if I masturbated a lot, then I would definitely be fucking myself a lot, but I don't really masturbate that often, but I'm also like spending most of my time by myself, so that I'm not getting that mental, physical, emotional stimulation to trigger the horny. So like, who the fuck knows, you know, maybe me and my clone would be fucking, maybe me and my clone would be fucking if technically my clone was my twin, you know, who the fuck knows, but only like identical, I don't know, it's my personality that I find really shines through the most, and that's what I want to, like, you know? I just find it a plus that my physical features line up in a manner where I'm just like, oh yes, I enjoy this. Excluding the times when I look at myself and I'm just like, that is my mom. where did I go? Where did my dad go? That is just my mom, which, you know, is a neutral statement. But there may be times where I'm just like, I am not sexy. And then people are all like, oh, but you're so sexy, you're so beautiful, I'm so attracted to you. And I'm just like, ah, that doesn't really change the fact that I have no concept of attraction. So I don't really understand, you know? Like, the fastest way to confuse me, especially for doing a photo shoot, is to be like, be sexy. Because the concept of sexy confuses me. Like, I am attracted to physical features, you know? And I am attracted to, like, I like what I like, you know? But I'm also really, like, personality heavy. You could be, like, an ugly motherfucker. And if you got a personality of gold, I will be all over you. And gradually, as your personality wins me over more, I will become more sexually and physically attracted to you, too. Because, like, I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm a face person. If you have a nice face, I could look past everything else. And you know why? Because bodies freak me out. I do not know what it truly means to be a person, and the concept of being in a body still feels new to me, you know? Like, still not really used to it. My body, it hurts everywhere. It's really heavy. And just like this thing, that shit is heavy. How am I supposed to sit up straight all the time? And I know, granted, like, I started with a handicap by having my spine literally be like this. But, like, how am I supposed to sit up straight when this shit is so fucking heavy? Just in general. And then these shits are so fucking heavy. And just, like, bodies are gross. Bodies are gross. I'm a germaphobe. And I can try to turn it off. I can allow myself to be more physically attracted to a person and, like, wanna do the dirty with them and please them to the point where I don't think about how salty the human body is when you lick it, you know? Just, like, put stuff in your mouth and don't think about how it tastes and or the possibility of it being covered in lint. Because just sometimes it's just covered in lint. Some people have no respect for others. But that aside, you know? Like, at no point, well, I mean, there are some points because, like, I'm aware of the fact that I'm, like, as much as I think I'm a god and built like a god, like a beautiful Greek god, I also understand that just some angles are not it. Not it. Like, usually the angles that other people want to get me at, not it. Because, like, I will, as much as I will post a picture, if I, like, I'm a one-click kind of person. You know, if I'm taking a picture, it's to capture the moment. It's not often that, I mean, granted, there are moments where I do, like, take a bunch of pictures because variety, and I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing in front of a camera. Like, how do you be cute? If you try to take a picture of me, you as another person, I probably will make a stupid face and do something stupid because that is who I am as a person. I'm a stupid motherfucker. So I do stupid shit in photos, and it's really hard when I take pictures of my mom, with my mom, and she wants to take a picture of me, because my default is, but I can't, she hates it when I do this, and I'm not gonna, because she hates that, and I would like to give my mom a cute picture of her child. You know, compromise. It's all about the compromise. I'm totally down for compromise. But anyway, attraction. Attraction is weird. Bodies freak me out. They're gross. They're weird. They're like, I don't like body hair. Especially, like, I mean, I don't mind body hair, but I don't mind body hair on females because female body hair is soft and I can ignore it. And I like soft. You know, like, my legs are pretty hairy right now, but I'm not, like, gonna, you know, because that feels weird. If it was naked, maybe, you know, then I might, like, be sitting there. Which I do sometimes, because I'm a sucker for textures. Soft shit, I love touching soft shit. Fuzzy shit, I love touching fuzzy shit. So, like, those aspects I'm into. Like, I like touching people's bodies because I like the person. And if I like you, I'm gonna constantly, because I love, it's the same with animals and people. It's just like, if I like your face, I'm gonna want to squish it and kiss it, you know? Put my face in your face and just, ugh. That's just who I am as a person. I'm very loving. And if I like a person, I can look past the fact that people are gross. Bodies are gross. Everything is fucking gross. It's horrifyingly gross. I try not to think about the fact that we're covered in tardigrades. Is it a tardigrade? I believe it's a tardigrade. I know a tardigrade is just like a tiny thing, but it might be a different kind of thing. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that live on our bodies, that live on our eyelashes and are fucking and ejaculating and shitting and dying and degrading on our fucking eyelids, right next to our delicate little pupil balls that we use to see, all up in our mouths. Don't even get me started on mouth bacteria. I literally do not think about like body bacteria. You know what I do think about though? That when you die, maggots come out of nowhere. Somebody once told me that they're just like, not like inside, but it's just like a process that happens. Like we just have maggot eggs living in us that we were born with, and then as soon as we die, you ever seen a dead body, my dude? You ever seen a dead body? Like I asked that question so casually, even though I would have asked it casually before, because I used to take pictures of dead bodies. But now that I like work with dead bodies every day, it's just like, you ever seen a dead body, my dude? Because I've seen too many. But yeah, like I once saw this dead squirrel that was just like filled ass to mouth with wriggling maggots to the point the whole body was just moving because there was just so many maggots in there. So I try not to think about that kind of stuff, including like the microorganisms that live on our skin. Bodies are gross. Bodies are disgusting. It freaks me out. The human body freaks me out. Me having a body freaks me out. It's like driving a car, but it's not a car. It's a fucking New York City bus, one of the bendy ones. Like, how the fuck do they get those shits through the... Actually, no. The long ones are more difficult. But, like, the bendy ones feel more unpredictable. It's just like being a New York City bus driver. Of course, I would compare it to that. But, like, it's just like that, because you're driving this weird, heavy thing, and there are passengers on board. You didn't really consent to that, but there are passengers on board anyway. Are these passengers paying? I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I really don't. But anyway, it's weird. So I'm not really in a physical attraction kind of person. It starts mentally for me. Like, I can look at you and be like, that's hot. Can I? I don't know. Like, usually anytime I see a picture of like a attractive dude, it's not someone that I would like, I guess. Like Jason Momoa, he can get it, you know? He's one of those people that I would look at and I would be like, yes, please. But I also hear that he's a cinnamon roll, to which I'm just like, yes, please. You see, I pre-ordered my ticket to ride this ride a while ago, and now I'm just here standing in line like an hour and a half to 5 hours before the attraction even opens. And that's, you know, if I'm not here the night before. Type shit, you know? Just because the personality matches the physical of what I would like. I'm trying to formulate another sentence because, like, I started thinking about my past relationship. Because, like, I was attracted to his face, not his body, but I'm not attracted to anyone's body, really. I mean, like, am more attracted to thin people, I guess I should say. Mostly because it's easier to not be repulsed by the human body when there isn't much going on with it, I guess. Just like my body, I don't really have many folds to hide sweat. I don't have a lot of hair. Like, it's just a regular old body, you know? Like, I have nice smooth skin, which I would find attractive, which I would like to touch, because I like smooth shit and warm shit and bodies, you know? You know, so it's just like, when that is the whole thing, it's a lot easier for me to not be repulsed by, because there's a lot less that I don't like, you know? But I don't know, maybe everybody is like that. Maybe, I mean, I highly doubt that most people think about it that deeply, where it's like, oh, I like smooth skin because I like textures, and smooth is a really nice texture. And like, you know, but I also like variety, I guess. So like if somebody had not so smooth skin and it was like texture, like right here, you can feel the lines of my tattoo. That is something I would find cool, and I would like to play with that because it's kind of like, you know, texture is different, and I like stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm also a personality kind of person, and it's like if I can't be my unfiltered self with you, if you're not going to challenge me, if you're not going to accept me, then I'm not really into you, you know? It's like I'm very open to the people that I am willing to be in a relationship with. But at the same time, it's like the thing that really makes me want to be in a relationship with somebody is if I feel like they accept me and that we can bond, and like I'm seen, you know? The more I feel like somebody sees me and is like on the same wavelength as me, the more it makes me like them, because I guess I'm a mega narcissist, but I think we established that when I said I would be married to my twin. But like, I don't know, you know, all I want in life is somebody just like me. Like, they don't have to be an exact clone, they can have their own shortcomings, but when it comes down to like the soul of it, that's really what I'm looking for. And I guess like to break that down, it would be creative, adventurous, playful, childish, stupid as fuck, but not in like a literal stupid kind of way, just like childish, just foolish, you know? Just like the type of shit that you think about when you think of the expression boys being boys. Not my fucking brain thinking about the people whose expression of boys being boys is boys being rapists. But no, like, you know, the sweet silly shit, like Mr. Beast shit, the shit he be doing with his friends, just I buried myself alive for 50 hours type shit, just stupid shit, you know? I like being fun and exploring and deep diving into the world and myself and all this stuff, and I don't know, I mostly spent my life searching for a companion to do said things with, but as far as like physical attraction goes, I don't know, I find that confusing. It's like, I think I'm sexy. I also know that I have like maybe a flat ass and definitely kind of a flat chest. Definitely kind of. So it's like, I don't got that going on. I'm not like hourglassy, so it's not like what you see in the media type shit. But like, I have been told that I am sexy. Usually by people that I'm just like chilling out hanging with. They be seeing me in like the sweatpants and just like shorts, and they just be like, yeah, damn ma, you sexy. And I'm just like, I am a literal nigga just fucking around, being my little how to describe it, my little liar self, my little trap self, just being my little trap self. You find that sexy. So like, what am I supposed to do when you want me to be sexy? What does it even mean to be sexy? Is it like the attire you wear, the way you carry yourself? Because I carry myself like I'm some kind of wild animal, and everybody seems to be into that. And it's like, I don't know what you thought this is. Still like one of those advanced animals, not just like it's mating season, let's not one of those. So I don't understand why people think me being myself is coming on to them. But I don't know. I don't really understand humans and how they operate. So I try to stay out of those situations. But I mean, as I stated before, they're like physical attractors. And like that stuff I understand, but also I like check out really fast. Especially, like, I don't know, like if you were to talk to me in person and you had like a bunch of the physical attractors that I liked, I would probably then want to pursue something with you. To which case I would then become super shy because, you know, it's easy to like talk to somebody who you have no obligation towards, and it's just like they come up to you and you're just like, hello stranger, how may I help you today? Oh, you would just like a small chat? Cool, I am down for chat. Let us engage, you know? So it's like on the receiving end of that, it's cool, but I mean, I don't know, that's me coming at it from a perspective with no obligation or no, what's the word? Expectation? Did I say that already? Moving on. Compared to like going up to somebody, and then I guess because you want something from them, you just, maybe I just gotta do that thing that like pickup artists tell you to do, where you just like go out and talk to people until like it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Which I guess you would think that I kind of do that because that's my job, and I have to like go up to people like, so why are you here? What can I do for you? The fuck do you want? I never say that, but like sometimes we be thinking it. But you know, so I guess I will. I mean, I don't know. Eventually, I guess I'll get used to it after my job is done breaking me, because too many times they just want me to like talk to people and I don't know what's going on, so then I have to like go ask questions to people, just to go ask more questions to people, just to deal with the anxiety of, oh my god, did I ask the right questions? Did I ask enough questions? Did I get all the answers that I needed? Is this gonna get flagged? Oh, my job is so anxiety inducing. I love it though. But I don't know. Talking to people is scary. It's one thing to do when it's my job, because I can literally just switch, you know, flip the personality switch off and just go straight into customer service mode, which apparently I have primed my customer service mode, because like I will freak out about talking on the phone for like 10 minutes just to pick up the phone, hit the buttons, and then have a very professional conversation with a person and like get all the information that I need, just to like, thank you for your time, I appreciate your consideration. That is not my customer service voice. It sounds sarcastic as fuck. Okay, bye, you know? But like, it's different to do that when I'm being genuine and it's like, hello stranger, I would like to establish a friendship with you because I think that you are cool. I think I just have to like extend that sentence into just like, hi stranger, I would like to establish a friendship with you because I think you are cool, but I also think that I am cool, therefore I am fearless. Nothing will stop me. You don't want to be my friend? That's fine. I just karate chopped myself in the neck. I hope you think this time was worth it. Goodbye. You know, wouldn't that be cool? And I don't know, I just see myself as a giant fucking dweeb. I think I'm a nerd. I mean, I think I'm cool because like I know me, but I also know me, and that means that I know that I'm a fucking nerd. You know, have you seen my room? Have you seen my ridiculous collection of Bakugos that just keep increasing? I never thought I would be a scale figure kind of person, but apparently it started with Bakugo, and fucking Denji is next, and fucking Inosuke, even though, I mean, granted, it's like 3 Denji statues compared to 1 Inosuke, because it's just, I don't know, there's something about Inosuke and all his positions. Are you sensing a pattern? I mean, granted, Denji doesn't fit into that pattern. Denji is just like, for one, a child. Granted, they're all children, but there's just something about the muscular build of Inosuke and Bakugo. Just like, I have a thing for like shoulders and backs, so like they don't have to sculpt Bakugo's back like that. The way they just be sculpting it in some of these figures, just I can appreciate a good back, you know, but physical features are just, what exactly? What are they? I don't know. I'm just hardwired like that, to the point where it's like, that's why I have locks, because I am a sucker for a motherfucker with locks. So I liked it so much that I decided to marry it. And I was thinking about marrying the concept of being muscular because I love muscular people, and muscular female-bodied individuals just goddamn. And I would like to be that, but also I would like to stay a delicate flower. You know, my weapons are these things. I really like sharp, pointy things, and stab, stab, jab, jab, slice, slice, you know? But also, I mean, granted, I guess that's because I can't use these. I can't. I don't kill, I maim. I torture so that the individual dies slowly. And you can do that with these. It's a lot harder to do that with knives and stabby things. You know, you usually tend to, like, they bleed out faster. I mean, how did we get here? Anyway. Why was I talking about my hands? Anyway, attraction. It's weird. Is it weird to anybody else? Is like being in a human body weird to anybody else? To the point where you're just like, how are you supposed to be attracted to that? I mean, granted, just to the point where at this point I'm not even attracted to males anymore. To male-bodied individuals, because just so many bad experiences with males, and it's like day by day I get more apathetic towards humans in general. But just having to deal with the shenanigans and the constant like games for males just makes me not attracted to males, because it's like 90% of them and none of them want to like address me the way I want to be addressed. And it's just like, I don't want to tell every single individual how I see myself. It's right there in the profile, but like most of them can't read, and that's a problem. That's very unsexy. Very unsexy. I am not attracted to people who can't / don't read, you know? It's like I'm not much of a book person. I don't really have the attention span, and I've gotten myself so used to just multitasking. That is how my brain functions best. So it's hard for me to just sit there and read a book, because that is one thing, and the way my brain processes images is really weird, and the way it processes the voice is really weird. I have a very vast but limited imagination, and reading is both over and understimulating. Unless I'm in the mood to do it, you know? So I understand not being a reading type of person, but this nigga also reads manga, so... But that's also multitasking, because you're reading and looking at pictures, so you're putting together an image. The way I read manga, it feels more like watching an anime. And then I get confused, because I'm like, did I watch this episode? Or did I just read the manga and I'm thinking about the manga in the way my brain saw it animated? You know? But I like intelligence. Intelligence is so hot, you know? Like fucking... Not Stephen King. Why does my brain always say Stephen King? That one guy, you know? The guy he wrote... My brain is wired to, like, be so limited. It's like everything, everywhere, all at once. No. Time in a Nutshell? The Universe in a Nutshell? You know that one book by that guy in the wheelchair that had that one disease, you know? Him, I think he's really hot, you know? Because he's so intelligent. And just like I want to talk to him about space and time and the universe and everything. Nobody ever wants to talk to me about the universe and everything, and how being in a human body is weird, and that makes me sad, because I would really like to connect to somebody over how weird it is being in a human body. This shit is heavy, and like nobody... It's a lot of work to take care of this shit. Like, I don't even like eating, and then my teeth started to degrade, and now eating is a form of torture. You know, like, it sucks when you have to eat to survive, but then sometimes eating causes intense pain that makes you just want to die. So, like, why even do it, you know? And then this? Don't even get me started on this. Like, what is even happening right now? I don't even know if I should bother looking at a thing, because why focus on anything when I can't even see it? And I've lived in this little bubble that is, like, this tight for forever. But I don't know, maybe in 7 days I will have my life changed and be able to see, and then I'll feel like giving a damn, and maybe For the first time in life, I will know what it means to be a person. Like, you know, it's one thing to like grow up and just be made to make yourself smaller so that you don't get yelled at for existing. But then to come out of that into an adult shell and then just be like, so like, I know how to be me and pursue, because like the only thing I can ever really do is the thing that either that I have to do or that makes me happy, you know? And I try to make the things that I have to do be things that make me happy. So I know how to be me, but what does it mean to be a person? What does it mean to be an individual? Does my trauma mean I'm not an individual? Like exclusively because it holds me back in places, so it stopped me from being myself. But as does like family and the fear of losing family and having to be faced with certain situations, that holds me back from being my truest self. So I know it's like, if I'm not my truest self, am I really myself? What does it mean to be yourself? What does it mean to be an individual? I don't know. I've been asking myself this shit for a really long time, and like, people don't fucking know. Therapists don't fucking know. So like, how am I gonna know? You know? But I don't know. Maybe I have to figure out what it means to be a person before I can like understand what it means to be attracted or have attraction. Or maybe I'm just asexual and I just don't like humans because they're gross. And like, if I like you as a person, like, you can have everything, baby, you know? But like, if I don't, I actually don't like people. I'm more attracted to like cars than humans, you know? But maybe that's also trauma, you know? Because cars, they're nice, they're sleek, they're sexy, they come in really nice colors, they're maintained more than like most of the people that drive them. But like, maybe that's just because most humans suck, you know? Like, I talk to a lot of people, but the people that talk to the most aren't really like dependable, or I guess the males that I talk to the most. But I don't know, maybe being in a work environment where I'm working closely with other people will establish relationships that are repeated in my mind, to the point where it's like, when I think about males, I think about my coworkers. That would be fun because they're reliable and funny, and you know, they know how to joke about stuff. And like, I mean, granted, like, the only issue I would have is that like, most people call me she and refer to me as a girl at my job, but also I have not really like said anything. Because like, I mean, if anybody asks, usually when people ask, I feel weird about my response, because it's just like, I prefer they, them, you know, but technically I go by anything. But I prefer he more than I prefer she. And like, you can call me a girl, but don't call me a woman, you know? I feel more like a man than a woman. But that's just me, you know? I'll be the baby girl to any daddy, but like, your woman? No, I'll be your sadist. Is that what you want? I'll be your fucking trap. But like, a woman? I'll be your mommy. I won't be your mommy. I mean, future son? Is that you? Is that you? Because you can call me mommy. But like, everybody else? No. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we can talk about it. But anyway, I'm going to end this here because I have like 5 minutes and I don't know what else to say about how attraction is weird. Are you aware that you're covered in like tiny billions of tiny organisms that are eating, shitting, fucking, ejaculating, dying, decaying on your flesh? All over your whole body. Your whole body. They're in your hair, my nigga. Did you know that like all the hair from like here down is dead? Is dead. Bodies are fucking weird. If you ever realized all the shit that goes on and in the human body, that shit is disgusting. It's fucking nasty. Like, how are humans even attracted to humans on a scientific level? Are you not aware of how gross the human body is? Like, I feel so insecure about this whole situation down here. Because, like, vaginas do weird shit, man. Vaginas are gross. They freak me out. Penises freak me out. When penises do that thing on their own, it's kind of cool, because, like, how are you moving that? How are you moving that without touching it? That's kind of cool. But also, ugh, God, gross. Stop. But maybe that's just me, you know? Maybe that's just me and my thousands of thoughts and strings of thoughts, because there are, like, thousands of strings of thoughts going on in my brain. Sometimes I feel like I'm, like, processing the signals that my brain is sending to my body that gets them to move. But there's usually, like, a string, like, this is my string of thoughts right now, thinking the shit that is coming out of my mouth. Or, I guess, channeling the shit that's coming out of my mouth. And then there's just, like, a whole other string of thought that's just, like, thinking about random shit. And then, like, another one thinking about random shit. Which is why Adderall is kind of fun, because usually then it's just me. Sometimes me and my anxiety. But, like, the anxiety always be there. And if you take Addies, you know how that be sometimes, where it just comes out and brings that shit out of you. But, like, that shit is crazy. That shit is literally insane. But, like, yeah, I would like to know what attraction is like to you. How do you know that you identify as a boy or a girl or non-binary? Like, I've literally only thought about my sexuality because people in middle school made fun of me and thought I was a lesbian. So then I had to think about if I was attracted to girls or not, because I never really thought about attraction outside of the fact that I liked this one boy, but then that one boy was also really feminine, and, like, I really like feminine guys, and I also really like masculine girls. So it's like, if you're at that non-binary balance, just that zero, I find that really attractive, because, like, I like boys and I like girls, and I like boy girls and girl boys, and, like, you know, boys that look like girls and girls that look like boys. That's exactly what I just said, I guess. But, like, you know, I like them both. I like them both in one, like, hermaphrodites. I'm so for that. Kind of wish that I was one. If I had both, I would be content. Just as content as I would be if I had neither. But, like, that's a story for when I have more space on my phone, I guess. But yeah, tell me your experience down below, because I am an alien, I guess, and I need to siphon off your knowledge so that I can understand humans, so that I can give this information back to my mothership, and we can destroy the human race. Anyway, until next time, know that you were loved, motherfucker, by this guy. And also, this guy. Dad loves you too. This is a boy. It's a boy. Dad loves you. Peepaw loves you. Good night.